Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good evening, my dear friends. How are you? Hopefully, you are doing perfectly fine. After many days, I am trying to upload my video because there was a problem in my YouTube channel about verification, some issues. So I opened it another one, and this is a link. You can subscribe, you can share a video from here. This is okay. So the lesson which we are going to discuss, that is also algebra. In algebra, we will solve the division equations. Let's try to understand about this idea. First of all, I write here one sign of the equation. I will read this. If you divide a number, I don't know number, by 5, you get a quotient that is equal to 7. So it means my answer is equal to 7. And I am dividing that number by what? 5. Of course, it comes in my mind, but I want to write what? Equation. So he is saying to me, what equation would you write a model the problem? Let y is representing as a variable. So it's mean we need to find number for the y. I don't want anything beside the y. I want to make it alone. How I can make it alone? I write here y out of 5. I am writing like this or I am writing like this. Both things are same. This is divide, this is fraction, fraction is also divide. So what is the inverse of the divide? Multiplied. I write here multiplied. The same thing which you are doing this side of the equation, the same thing you will do to the other side of the equation to make the balance of the equation. We know that the inverse of the divide is multiplied. I can cross both of them. So what left here? Y is equal to 7 multiplied by 5 is equal to 35. In this way, we can solve the equations with the division problems. Let's try some other examples to make sure that we got it. For example, there is another examples with us. This is number 1 example. Another example, try it. This is one of the question, p out of 3. I change this into the fraction. You can also use like that, no problem. Equal 15. What is the inverse of the divide? Multiplied. I write here multiplied. Same number you will do to the other side of the equation. Sorry, I wrote here 5, but that is 3. I will write here 3. I will also write here 3. So after that, what I will do, cross 3 with the 3. What left here? P. That is equal to 15 multiplied by 3 equal 45. So this is called the solution for the P. Let's try some other examples to make it sure that maybe something is new for us. For example, there is some mystery questions, problem solving question. Let's try it. I will try this one. If you divide a number by 15, I write here divide. By what? 15, I write here 15. The quotient answer is what? 3, I write here 3. Let h is representing the mystery number, so I can write here h as my mystery number. Same like this, you will use the method here also. So I know that h out of what? 15. What is the opposite of the or inverse of the divide? Multiplied. I write here multiplied. And the same thing I will do to the other side of the equation to make the balance of the equation. We know that the inverse of the divide is multiplied. I can cross this with this. So what left here? H, that is equal to 3 multiplied by 15, that is equal to 45. So I can write here H is equal to 45. So in this way, we can solve the division problems. And in this way, we can write equation from the paragraph. Then we can solve it to find the unknown number. Let's see some other examples if something is new for us. And the next page is the same thing, and some, for example, there is a fraction number. This is question is like before we already give. I already give to you example in the previous example in the previous question. I like to solve this. A number is dividing by this. Number is dividing. I don't know number, so dividing by what? 1 out of 8. I write here 1 out of 8. That is is used for basically equal, how much using 11. So m is representing the unknown number or a mystery number. I will use here m. When there is fraction, no need to write here under this. So use same way. So write here m out of what? 1. What is the inverse of the divide? Multiplied. What is the inverse of this one? 8 out of 1. Inverse are reciprocals. That is equal to 11. So 8 multiplied by m, that is equal to m. 8m. 1 multiplied by 1 equal, no need to write. But if you want to write here 1, no problem. That is equal to 11. Now we notice that we can see there is no any sign between 8 and m. If there is no sign, it means that is multiplied. So the opposite of the multiplied is what? Divide. I will divide 8 and also other side divide with 8. I will cross this with this one. When 8 divided 8, crossed. So m is equal to, I can divide this. 11 is inside the house. 8 is outside the house. 8 times 1 equal 8. If I will minus it, it gave me 3. So what is the quotient? 1. What left remainder? 3 out of 8. You can also solve it. So I can write here 1 whole, 3 out of 8. If you want to write this into the decimal, it means you will write a decimal and continue. So I will prefer to write into the mixed number or a fraction number instead of decimal numbers. Let's see some other examples. So for example, here is one of the question. Try to solve it. Let's try it. This is one of the question. B. B is dividing by 5, that is equal to 30. I need to calculate the value for the b. B is my variable. I want to make it a long. What is here? Divide. So b out of 5. What is the opposite of, or inverse or opposite of the divide? Multiplied. Same number multiplied here and the other side also 30 multiplied by 5. I will cross 5 with the 5. What left here? B. That is equal to 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 15. How many 0 in the question? 1. I will write here 0. So it is equal to 150. You can continue this for making more practice. Let's see something different or new things for us if there is. This question I like to prefer to solve it because same like this I also give example in problem solving. Let's try it again. So here is r dividing by 1 out of 5, that is equal to 35. There is no denominator for the r, I can write 1. So r out of 1, what is the inverse of the divide? Multiply. If there is fraction, use this way. This is more easier. So 5 out of 1, that is equal to 35. 5 multiplied by r equal 5r, that is equal to 35. Now there is no sign between this and this. I will bring here 5r, that is equal to 35. No sign between them. It's mean times. What is the opposite of the time? Divide. This side divide with the 5, other side also divide with the 5. I will cross this. So r is equal to 35 dividing by 5, that is equal to 7. So r is equal to 35 out of 5, or you can also write here 7, both of them correct. So let's see some another example if there is something different for us. Yes, I want to check one of them question. For example, in question number E, there is A dividing by what? 8. They are both numerics. We can minus them. 22 minus 7, which means that is equal to 15. So what is here? I again write here 8, A out of 8 equal 15. This is divide. So the inverse of the divide is what? Multiplied. So I will write here multiplied, same number multiplied here. Other side also multiplied by 8. I cross it with the 8. What left here? A. So A is equal to, if we will multiply them, it will give to me 120. So A is equal to 120. That's the CF. What is the new thing in there? This is numeric, this is also numeric. What is between them? Divide. So first of all, we will divide 45 with the help of 9. 45 divide 9, that will be equal to, for example, 5. The other side is E dividing by 2.5. So 5 is equal to E out of 2.5. Divide. What is the inverse of the divide? Multiply 2.5. Other side also multiplied by 2.5. I write here because there is no space. So that's why I write here. No problem if you want to write here, it is okay. I cross this. If will be equal to, I will multiply here 2.5 times what? 5. 5 times 5 equal 25. 2 is carry. 5 times 2 equal 10. 10 plus 2 equal 12. How many number after decimal? One digit. So I will put here. So A is equal to 12. E is equal to 12.5. So this is all about the division equations, that how we can solve or calculate division or division equations with the help of for the variable. And sometime we are also writing equations from the problem solving equations. We are writing equations from the problem or a paragraph, then how we can calculate it. I already explained to you everything. Thank you very much. Try to share the channel, try to watch the video, try to subscribe the channel. See you again tomorrow.